Last Sunday, July the 7th, the Ateneo Blue Eagles lost to LaSalle to drop to 0-3. That's the first time since 1997 that happened to the team. Join me as we dissect and analyze this game and what we can expect when the Blue Eagles go up against Adamson next Sunday. I'm Rico Levares, and welcome to the 5th episode of Blue Eagle 40. Joining me today is former Blue Eagle Bacon Austria and blogger Enzo Flojo. Guys, welcome to the show.
Hey, sir.
Thank you for having us
What's
here.
up? Thanks for having us.
Oo naman, bakit hindi?
This should be fun.
Pax, what have you been doing nowadays?
I've played sa recent D-League na sa Blackwater Sports. We won the championship against NLEX.
Wow, congrats.
I also coach Team B and juniors, both assistant coach.
Pero unahin muna natin yung D-League team mo. I understand Justin Chua is your teammate there. And you upset the mighty NLEX Road Warriors kung nasan si Greg Slaughter, Nico Salva, and Kirk Long.
Yeah.
How does it feel to go up against your former
super
teammates?
amazing feeling because number one, they won all the championships since D-League started. So it was an upset. Underdogs kami. No one knew na someone could beat NLEX in that kind of championship series.
Was it strange going up against them?
At first, yeah, like walking in there while shooting around, syempre exchange some stories, jokes. But when game time came, wala nang pansinan, wala nang teammate sa Ateneo. I guarded Nico, I hit him, hit back. Tapos Nico was trash talking with Justin. Pag nakasya si Justin, he was like trash talking Nico also. So yeah, I think it's the Ateneo mentality na when you step on that court, wala nang kaibigan kapag kalaban ka. Just it's winning time when you're on that court.
Speaking of winning time, I understand that ito na yung panahon na makikita natin yung Ateneo Team B.
Yeah.
Diba? You want to tell our viewers out there for Blue Eagle 40 kung sino mga nasa Team B?
So we have 3 black guys in Team B. Well, 2 pa lang. Yung isa high school pa lang. Okay.
Sino yung nasa high school?
Si KG.
Si KG.
Carbala. We call him KG, Carbala. Second is Sega, and the other one is Ike. Then we have also Coco Pingoy. So hindi kasi napayagan of the residency rule. Then also Ponso Gotladeros doing well also.
Wow. So
stacked.
ito na yung Father Martins 2. Back on, you might want to tell the viewers of Blue Eagle 40 kung saan gagalapin yung mga laro na yan at possibly Saturday o Sunday yung simula?
It will start this Sunday. Pero wala pa yung full schedule of the tournament. But it will start this Sunday in San Beda. Usually the games are in San Beda.
Nako, sasabi ba yan against game against Adamson this Sunday?
No, it's in the morning, I think, the first game.
So, Blue Eagle fans, you're gonna have your morning full. Go watch Team B, support him in San Beda. If you want to see Coco Pingoy, KG, Sega, and all these other dudes, and Ponso Gotladera, si Bacon will be coaching.
No, assistant coach, yeah.
Assistant coach. Sino head coach?
Yuri Escueta.
Yan, si Yuri Escueta. Teammate din ni Bax, no? Enzo, magpakilala
Hey,
ka
sir.
sa mga viewers ng Blue Eagle 40.
What's up? So my name is Enzo Flojo. I'm an English teacher at the high school, but I also write for several media outlets. I have my own sports blog, hoopnut.com, but I write for Rappler Sports and inboundpass.com also.
Yung Hoopnut, generally you write about all things basketball.
Yeah, UAAP, Phil Oil, PBA, NBA. But I think my niche is, aside from writing for the Blue Eagles, or about the Blue Eagles, writing about Asian basketball, FIBA Asia stuff, Gilas. So
Very interesting.
those things. Yeah.
How do you find the time for all of that?
Well, you should ask my wife, sir. So,
Si Bax
free
din may
time,
vlog yan eh.
outside work.
Kakausapin niya natin later on. Bax, yung vlog mo, kumusta? Tuloy-tuloy pa ba yan?
I kind of stopped sa vlog kasi medyo busy nga. Twice nagko-coach. 6 a.m. yung Team B eh. Then, juniors 4 to 6. Then, in between yun, before may D-League ako. So, medyo, I kind of stopped. Though, I write notes pa rin. So, pagka matagal, I can go back and I remember pa rin.
Interestingly, so that you know, si Bacon was my student sa Intro to Journey. And anong grade na binigay ko sa'yo?
A.
Yeah! Magaling yan.
Good
Hindi
student,
lang sa
good
basketball
student.
court, pati rin sa classroom. Guys, let's go now to the heart of the matter. The day after, 0-3. Paano ka nagising? Enzo, nararamdaman mo pa ba yung pagkatalo natin sa Lasal? Ano feeling?
well, I woke up early this morning. I watched the replay, the highlights online. It wasn't a good feeling, not the best feeling in the world, definitely. But after watching the highlights, I felt that there were a lot of positive things we could take from the game, things that could help the team moving forward, things we could learn from, and hopefully those will be our building blocks to have another good season.
I'd like you to hold that thought. We can discuss those things to build on in one of our discussions in this program. Bax, pagising sa umaga, ano, deja vu ba to? O hindi mo pa nararamdaman tong ganitong...
Uh, 0-3 definitely di ko pa nararamdaman. But when I woke up, syempre when I opened my Twitter, Facebook, meron pa rin feeds about last game, yung mga ibang Ateneo friends na nagluluksa. So, a little sad, but I'm still positive about the team. So nga the other guys earlier, si Nico and Wami, they're looking forward na. I think that's the best way na, or the best thing we can do. Looking forward and move on. Talo na tayo sa Lasal. It's a big game, pero tapos na siya eh. So, move on. Ako, I'm positive about the next games that are coming.
Bax, marami nagsasabi itong season na to somewhat resembles season 73 when we lost Raba, Noy Baclao, Jairez, and those other guys to graduation, no? Kaya nila sinasabi yun, medyo dehado tayo sa bigs. Do you still feel that way about the season?
A little yes, but I think we shouldn't be expecting it to be like season 73. It's a totally different team, different coach,
Yes.
different kind of set of players where now we're playing like 4 small, like 1 big. But I hope the outcome is the same now, which we won the championship. Though it's a different thing from 73 and 73?
73. Oh,
and
73. Yeah.
this year. Though I hope nga yung outcome pareho pa rin na mag-champion.
Enzo, your thoughts? Same question.
Well, 73, that was Justin Chua, Frank Golia, our starting front line. Chua's coming out party. He was able to break out in a big way that year. I hope someone's going to do that this year. A lot of people, before the season started, they were expecting Kiefer to really lord it over, this season. Obviously, he hasn't played much yet, so someone else has to step up. Sana may big na mag-step up din. Bacon was saying 4 small, 1 big. Hopefully that 1 big that we're gonna constantly have on the court will be really, really solid, no, moving forward for the rest of the season.
That's a very interesting point about the bigs backs. Si JP Iram, galing ACL injury, di ba? Si Jiboy Babilonia, that problematic shoulder of his. Matanong kita bilang former athlete, yung pagbabalik ba, dahil nakikita yung mga iba teammates mo dati, nakikita mo ba pag hirap that, I mean, it's a mental thing right now? Kasi parang si Poy is not pushing himself yet.
Mahirap for a player na you come back, lalo si Poy, ACL major injury eh. So, yung importante dyan, he gets a lot of, or paunti-unti mong ibibigay yung playing time siguro para to gain his confidence. Once he keeps going, tuloy-tuloy yan. And even G-Boy. Pero yung G-Boy, pabalik-balik talaga, so hard to tell. Though, brighter in the future ni G-Boy, he would be helpful rin to yung kahit like 5 minutes or like 3 minute stretches. Kasi sa uni games, I remember, G-Boy and Chris Porter was there. Ayun lang yung bigs namin. We played UST. They were able to contain Abdul kahit papano. Hindi sila makakascore though, pero kahit papano like yung body up Abdul, it's a big thing na.
So that's another loss, Chris Porter, who's out for the season because of a knee problem. Pero okay, let's go now to that game, no? We looked good in that first half. What were we doing right when the game started? Let's start with you, Enzo.
Well, we were very aggressive, and I felt that that was a big factor in the Eagles doing really well, putting up that big lead, in the second quarter, towards the end of the first half. Chris Newsome was absolutely amazing. Chris Awesome. Parang gano'n na yung bagong nickname natin niya. Such a good player. He showcased his athleticism. Juan Pesumal doing really well also in that first half. So I think we were able to maximize our strengths in the first half. And many of the good things we can take moving forward actually can be found in that first half. Being very aggressive, great defense. We had 18 turnover points in that first half alone. So it was an amazing first half. If you were really there, watching live, the energy of the Ateneo crowd, very, very palpable. Kasi ang ganda ng pinapakita dun sa court ng mga bata.
Bax, nagulat ka ba dun sa start ng Blue Eagles against LaSalle?
Actually, I wasn't really surprised. Walking down, yesterday sat sa lower box, so I met a lot of alumni. Like, kinakamusta nga ako. Then, they were after kamustahin, kaya ba? Or ano nagtitingin ng team? My answer was, you can ask them, kaya yan, kaya natin to. I was convicted and kala ko talaga mananalo tayo that game. And nung start talaga first half, you saw it naman na kaya natin, di ba? So there.
Ako personally, when people would ask me what I would think of that game or what I thought of the game, heading into Sunday, may laban ba? Ang sagot ko sa kanila, hindi ko alam eh. Kasi unlike in the past years, you knew what you were getting kasi kumpleto yung lineup mo eh. Ito hindi pa kasi maraming galing injury, hindi pa tayo nakakapaglaro ng kompleto all throughout since the summer. Wala pa, not one game. Father Martin or even Phil Oil has his team played na buo, everyone there at the same time. So, I can't tell. I couldn't tell. I knew what we were gonna get in Chris Newsome. You knew that. But I felt yung key doon, si Ryan Buenafe. Kasi siya yung enigma sa pananaw ko na kaya ba niya consistently laruin yan. No? Nevertheless, that first quarter, takbo tayo ng takbo. We put them on their heels. We kept attacking that basket. Para tayo may play sa taas, no? Si Coach Bo, making do with what we have, would give the ball to Ryan or Chris to try and create up from high, di ba? Back's your thought on the two of them trying to break down LaSalle's zone.
I think it's a very good job for Coach Bo na you utilize what you have nga.
Yes.
So, he gave like nag-switch si Ryan tsaka si Chris. And Chris, I played against him sa mga practices. It's hard for him to it's hard to stop Chris once he gets full. Nakita ko nga kay Chris yesterday. Sorry, pero parang yung LeBron James na ginawa ni Eric Spoelstra where LeBron will start sa may half court. Mm-hmm. Then magkakaroon ng konting motion, ipipitch lang tas get out of the way. Ganon yung nangyari kay Chris Capo na I liked it.
Nakadalawa siyang ganun, di ba? Yung coast to coast, di ba? Na layup.
Kasi he was bringing the ball, then dire-diretso or papasa, tas dire-diretso.
Pero okay, although he's not exactly a rookie because he served his residency, do you like his composure? Yes.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Even when things weren't going our way, I think Chris still played really well. Considering it's his first year playing for the Blue Eagles in the UAAP, the amount of pressure that'll put on a player, he still played really well. No? It's his first Ateneo LaSalle game, and he ended up with a ton of points, a lot of rebounds, a lot of energy that his teammates were able to feed off as well. So, hindi lang passing grade for me si Chris Newsome. He played, he
Cum laude.
did really well. Flying colors. Yun.
Okay. Pag-usapan naman natin yung kung cum laude yun, yung super senior natin na si Ryan Buenafe, backs. Against FU, he was superb, di ba? Bunch of points, double digits din sa rebounds, no? Against LaSalle, no? He was on fire early on. And what happened? Bakit siya nag-taper off?
Maybe from FEU, LaSalle also learned na Ryan is human. FEU, grabe. And na-scout na rin ng LaSalle, I'm sure, about Ryan. Tapos, syempre nag-adjust na rin LaSalle. First, they were putting bigs on Ryan, paiba-iba. Tapos, nag-iba na rin na like same height as Ryan or same heft na who can stay in front of Ryan. Tapos, maybe, siguro may fatigue factor rin na he's playing like 30 plus minutes per game.
34 plus minutes, exactly.
So, tao rin yan napapagod. So, though first half, grabe talaga. He played well. Kahit nung second quarter, hindi siya nakaka-score. He was creating for everyone. So, hindi lang yung scoring titignan mo kay Ryan. He's an all-around play, creating for his teammates and shot blocking, stopping the opponent. Who would have thought na Ryan could block every shot na pumapasok?
That's right. Okay. What happened in that third period? How did LaSalle overtake us?
Hi.
Teka, may konting... Everyone just had to collect their breath over there. What happened there,
Okay,
Enzo?
well, LaSalle scored 31 points in one quarter. Anytime your opponent gets to score that many points in a quarter, it's going to be really tough for you to put yourself in a position to win. I don't want to take any credit away from the Archers. They played well. A lot of people stepped up for them. I think De La Paz scored all 10 of his points in the second half. He started, of course, in the third quarter. They played good defense. The Archers did. Ateneo naman, we didn't really play terribly. We put up 16 points on the board in the third quarter, which was, um, considering our performance in the first two games of the season, not bad actually. It was right
Say
up there.
11 points in first two games sa third quarter.
Yeah. No, so if you look at it from that perspective, this was actually a good scoring third quarter for us. I think we just really ran into another team that played uh, with much more sense of urgency, I guess, in the third quarter.
Bax, your thoughts. Our bigs were in trouble. Do you feel that the calls also hurt us?
I think the calls, there were crucial or like questionable calls talaga sa game na yon that hurt us na sakto pa. Our bigs ng our thin, like Frank Poy, basically. Frank and Poy. Tapos Poy fouled out in the third, I think.
Yes, with
Frank,
45
in the
seconds
third,
left. Yeah.
Frank early in the fourth. So, I think give credit also to Lasal. First, they pressured us. Medyo nag-pressure
That was
sila.
big,
They
yeah.
know that our players play a lot of minutes. So, yun, they were taking out our wind. Second, they hit the post. Kung
Exactly,
hindi
yes.
si AVO, Norbert or Perkins, Geronting will also post up our smaller guards. So I think we should also give credit to the coaching staff of Lasal for adjusting. Kahit na meron tayong questionable calls na sa refs, I
Yes,
think
yes.
it was still winnable even with that.
Definitely, definitely. So essentially, yung ginawa nila, yung ginagawa natin sa kanila at sa ibang team dati, we pound it in the post and tried to hurt them from there. But as you said, backs, no? Parang naglalaro tayo with four smalls, di ba? Was that asking too much of Chris or even Ryan to help defend that post? Kasi kahit sila nun, si Arnold Van Opstal na pinopost yan si Ryan. Eh.
Uh, Mahirapan talaga tayo na like I think experiment pa nga si Coach Juno na three bigs so talagang mismatch.
Yes.
I think one point na ginawa na yon.
Yeah.
So ang mahirap kasi the shooters of Lasal were hitting it from downtown. Ayun yung mahirap na part because if you're gonna apply a double team basic basketball, someone's gonna be free.
Yes.
And De La Paz was making shot, Vosotos was making it from the 3-point line. So, sabi ko nga sa mga tao, kaya natin mag-champion, pero madugo to para sa atin kung magcha-champion tayo. Pero kaya.
That's right. Okay, nung third quarter niya, at that point, do you feel that parang the team sort of got, did they panic? Did they lose it? Because after all, they looked bewildered. There was a turnover by Ryan when they tried this back pass to Chris, but only walang tao. Then
Yeah.
Almond took the ball, nag-fast break layup. No? Do you feel that at that point parang narattle yung team?
Well, middle to late third quarter, like what Bacon said, no, LaSalle adjusted well by imposing their pressure defense. I felt that maybe our players weren't able to react to that as well as maybe they could have. Nahirapan sila with the press. They were taken out of the things that they did well in the first half, like Chris and Ryan creating from up top. They weren't able to do a lot of that in the third quarter. So, yun. Nahirapan yung boys natin. But like what Bacon said nga kanina, it's really kudos din naman to what LaSalle did and the adjustments they made after the first half, going to the third quarter.
Back sa team na to, although marami pa rin nakatikim ng championship, yung iba doon, hindi masyado nakakapaglaro during those title runs. Do you feel that after a while, kulang pa in terms of playing time?
Masasabi natin kulang pa. I think by after first round, dapat naka-adjusted na sila. I think we should give them at least the first round to adjust sa sistema. From last year, maybe Wami, Kiefer, Nico, Frank, Frank, hindi masyado pa nakalaro. Though he was part of the ay lang yung 5 guys siguro na grabe experience from the past few seasons.
That's right. Okay, so we're going to cut to a break. When we come back, we're going to talk more about the Sal game and, of course, the upcoming match against Adamson. So keep it right here at Blue Eagle 40.